Hi, I'm Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-Minute Warning for the week of June 2nd. And in this 2-minute warning, we want to talk about what's happening in Washington, D.C. and how it could affect capacity in the trucking sectors. Now, right now, the Congress and Senate are deliberating the appropriation or budgets for the Departments of Transportation, Housing, Urban and Development, and other governmental agencies. This is being done under the umbrella of the THUD Bill. And the reason it's important to understand this is because some industry associations are looking at the THUD Bill as a way of advancing some important and common sense solutions to some of the problems we're experiencing here in the transportation sector. For example, the American Trucking Association sent a letter to the Senate Appropriations Committee asking for a 1-year moratorium on the rest and restart provisions in the hours of service rules that went into effect in July of last year. Now, what the ATA is asking for is a moratorium until the studies that are completed that will actually provide an in-depth understanding of how these changes have impacted the drivers as well as safety and productivity issues in the trucking industry. It's a common sense solution, and we hope the ATA is successful. Now, the Coalition for Transportation Productivity has included provision in THUD, which would provide for narrowly drawn provisions to allow for heavier trucks in 3 states, Wisconsin, Idaho, and Mississippi. Once again, the coalition is to be congratulated for a common sense solution for determining a baseline about how heavier trucks could be safely and productively put on our nation's highway interstate system. Now, the Transportation Intermediaries Association is also looking at advancing a piece of legislation which would create a national standard for hiring transportation and motor carriers. And the reason this is important is because there's a lot of confusion and a lot of concern about how the CSA rules have impacted shippers and brokers in the United States. Now, this legislation, known as 4277, is a great piece of legislation, but it's not going through THUD. TIA is looking to advance this as part of a national highway bill that the Congress and Senate are deliberating. Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you, we are on your team, we're here to help, and we're passionate about seeing you be successful, which is why you can count on TranzAct to continue to keep you up to date on the things that are happening in Washington and how they will affect your transportation and supply chain budgets. Thanks for your time.